As a kid, my mother always had music in the kitchen. I didn't really get serious about writing music until probably high school. The energy of performing with a band is so fun. For the most part, it's not like the same band. Sometimes it'll be a solo event, sometimes it'll be a duo event, sometimes we'll have a 5-piece band. It's more of a community of people that I know that I draw from. As far as genres go, it tends to be indie folk rock. Sometimes it's jazzy, sometimes it's rock. Mix that all in a pot and serve it in a bowl, and that's what we're kind of making. So when I'm sitting down to write any sort of song, it's usually inspiration driven, but a lot of stuff comes from my internal monologue. Throughout the day, I'll have a thought, and I'm like, oh yeah, that could be a song, or advice that you may not have heard elsewhere, but you can give it to yourself. And so I put that into a lyrical format, and it's a way for me to defragment the day. Everybody has a life experience, and if you can make it relatable to where you're also having a conversation with your audience, it's a back and forth. It's not just about you, it's about everybody. It's how can you make something that can move the person that's listening? How can you make something that you feel honest about? What are you creating that makes a difference in someone else's life? That's what I go into when I think about doing anything, is how is this going to affect other people? Because I'm not just making it for myself. It's not just about me. It's about the whole human condition of interacting with one another. I think one of the most important things that a person needs to know going into any industry, especially the music industry, is it's all about networking. It's about knowing people. It's about connecting with people. It's about working together. It's an industry of creation. It's an industry of bringing ideas to life. Success in music is defined on an individual basis. My goal in life in general, and I think that the goal in life comes first, is just being happy, doing things that make me happy. I enjoy playing music. I enjoy interacting with other people, and if I'm able to do that for my lifetime, I'm a happy person. So my definition of success in my music would be the ability to play places like 600-person intimate venues across the country. I really don't want to get much bigger. I don't want to be American Idol. I don't want to be some big artist. I'd be completely fine with just traveling and playing music and meeting new people and having memories and experiences that I've collected along the way. And it's not just with music, it's with anything. Just in life in general. It's about finding what makes you happy. I'm happy with who I am and where I am. I like writing music. I like making music, and I like releasing music. The only difference in 5 years is I'll be doing the exact same thing, hopefully just to a larger community.